Hey everyone, Chris at Thrift Shop Hustler, Toys R Us Tuesday. I know it's been a while since I did a Toys R Us Tuesday, but this Tuesday I have a special one for you. Today we are going to do micro machines for any kids, any guys out there. I guess some ladies might have had micro machines, but this is more in the vein of like Hot Wheels and toys and stuff like this for boys. So today we're going to do a Micro Machines Toys R Us Tuesday. And for those that don't know, where you could see here, Micro Machines, for those that were young, I do a lot of these toys or stuff that I grew up in the 80s. And these actually went from the 80s to the 90s. They're very, pretty much in a nutshell. That's pretty funny. Because literally you could fit these little cars in a nutshell. But in a nutshell, they're little tiny cars, kind of like in the vein of Hot Wheels. They're little plastic cars. They made hundreds of different designs over the years. And like I said, it started in the 90s, or actually started in the 80s, excuse me. A gentleman named Clemens Heaton from Wisconsin is credited for the discovery and the kind of the creator of Micro Machines, and Galoob, which was a huge kind of toy manufacturer back in the day, like Hasbro and Mattel. Galoob was the ones that actually produced these in the 80s and the 90s. And then in 2000s, I want to say Hasbro acquired the rights to Micro Machines, and they've producing them ever since. There was a little lull in between, I want to say 2008 and 2015 maybe, though they still ran with these with the latest Star Wars Force Awakens. So it wouldn't be a Toys R Us Tuesday without getting also into a commercial. These commercials are so iconic, and those that remember these. But for those who've never seen a Micro Machines commercial, here you go. This is Micro Machines.
This is the Micro Machine Man presenting the most miniature motorcade of Micro Machines. Each one has dramatic details, terrific trims, stupendous styling, precision paint jobs, working wheels, Micro Machine cars of vast variety, including Lamborghini, Trans Am, Corvette, 4x4 Blazer, pickup Charger, and many more. Micro Machine planes, polished, perfect precision, like F-15, Corsair, Space Shuttle, P-51, Mustang. Micro Machine boasts a fabulous fleet of tugs, PTs, and speed.
Now, just to stop, just to touch on it, the guy this is the well-known guy for doing these Micro Machines commercials. He talked very fast. There was no manipulation of audio. This guy literally talks as fast. As we can see, Micro Machines were boats and trucks and stuff like that. So let's continue.
Boats. Talk about small. Micro Machines are less gargantuan than a grasshopper, as midget as a marble, and smaller than a silver dollar.
Hey, Dad!
You want to get more Micro Machines to add to our collection?
Yeah!
A miniature midget colossal collection of Micro Machines. Collect them, trade them, race them. The Micro Machines set sold separately from Galoob. They're really small.
I love these, collecting these toys. This is one of the toys I did collect when I was a kid and did have a bunch of them. Let's check out another video.
The Micro Machine Man here, aircraft carrier there. You can't have that, but you can have this. The new Micro Machine aircraft carrier playset. The dramatically detailed, terrifically trimmed replica of the real thing that holds 25 Micro Machines with fabulous, fantastic features. 2 totally terrific elevators, real working hoist, runway, and 2 cargo arms. The new Micro Machine aircraft carrier playset from Galoob. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing.
And that was another thing too. The slogan was, if it's not called Micro Machines, it's not the real thing. So when we were kids, there used to be a kind of a joke about like, oh, does it say Micro Machines? It's not the real thing. Like, we used to play like that. But anyways, that is Micro Machines. This guy, I forget the gentleman's name. Actually, I can look right here. The gentleman's name is John Muscati Jr. I probably butchered his name. But anyways, he became pretty famous after those Micro Machine commercials. He did a lot of commercials for other companies after this. And he's kind of gone into obscurity from the Micro Machines commercials, but we still remember him for doing these great commercials. I guess, excuse me, I guess we can look at another one. This is like one that I think was from the 90s.
Hey, dudes, it's MMVC, the Micro Machines video channel. We've got drivers, classic chromos, and x-rays right here.
If you're looking around for a new set of
So
wheels, we got classic
the 90s brought on these like chrome ones, and some of these chrome ones and invisible ones, these are clear ones, went for a pretty good money. Now this was like the tail end of the popularity. Oh, that's right, they had little figures inside them. They didn't remove. Now here's the thing, the figures that were in these little ones went on to kind of spawn the little tiny Star Wars figures and things like that.
Micro Machines, drivers, x-rays, and classy chromers vehicle packs, each sold separately from Galoob.
From Galoob. And Galoob made a bunch of crazy toys. I think they even got into the video game sector for a while. But it wouldn't be a Toys R Us Tuesday if we didn't go look at the secondary market, because I mean, that's what we're here for. The secondary market is pretty crazy with Micro Machines. For the most part, people sell these in collections and lots. If you're lucky enough to find some of them that are in the packages, they could demand a pretty good amount of money. But for the most part, if you're ever going to find these at a thrift shop or a garage sale, a yard sale, estate sale, these things are for the most part going to be loose. You're going to find maybe a container, maybe the van. There's like a van, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But anyways, let's take a dip into secondary market. I've sorted by the highest price, as we could see, $3,800 loose Micro Machines, $3,300. I don't know what the deal with this $1,200 Micro Machines Corvette is all about, but it went for $2,500. I'm not sure if it was something that was like super rare. I have to look more into this, but I can't believe this one went for $1,200. There's a Micro Machines in a package. You really want to try to find these in the packages. Here's a Star Wars collection. As you can see, people are selling these by the containers or by the collection lots. This was a Men in Black one, went for $429. I have no idea why this went for so much. These things could just been like incredibly rare, and that's why they went for so much, and finding these in the packages. So definitely look out for Micro Machines when you're out and about. You could find them at thrift shops. I mostly find Micro Machines at yard sales, and they usually come in something like this, where it is just like a huge collection of Micro Machines. And there's the van. You're going to see this van a lot. It was a very popular van. It opened up. It came into a city, as you can see here, and you can play with your little cars. This was a really fun toy to play with when I was a kid. You're going to find a lot of those vans. That was very popular. Sometimes you're going to find aircraft carriers and the likes and things like that. And so that was a sale. I want to show you guys some of the other ones. Some of these sealed cities, as you can see here. This is like the Golden Gate Bridge. This was the Super City. This one went for $365. You really want to look for sealed ones. The cities play sets go for a pretty good amount of money if you can find them sealed. A lot of collectors are looking for sealed Micro Machines. As we can see, this play set took a best offer for less than $350. This was just a regular play set of cars. Deluxe collection. So the doors and the stuff open on this one. Lamborghini. Oh man, I love that Lamborghini. Let's see if they show a photo of that one. Oh no. Oh, I see. This was actually a collection of these. I thought that was just one that went for $350. So that was a small collection of those. Here's some Star Wars ones that went for a pretty good amount of money. A Titan AE. There's some more of the cities. Predator. I don't even know if they did Predator. Star Wars Episode 1. Look out for Star Wars stuff like this. There's some Star Wars vehicles that go for a pretty good amount of money, and I'll show you guys that right now. Actually, I'll show you guys that right now. If you go Micro Machines and you click Star Wars, I'll show you some of the vehicles that actually go for a pretty good amount of money. There's two in particular. We got that. I don't know if that's so like this one right here. Look out for this one. I forget. It's a weird ship. It was an extended universe ship, so it's not going to be a ship that you guys are very familiar with. It's a TIE fighter with 3 wings. This one goes for easily between $150 to $200 mint package. You can actually get about $70 to $90 for this loose with the little figures. And at the time, I don't remember if these were actually hard to find. As you can see, someone's wanting for a TIE fighter. I have a couple of these put away. $140. I don't know if that was ever realized. Let's actually look and see if any of this stuff was realized. Oh, there's also this weird E-Wing too, which is a Rebel fighter. And this one is hard to find too. It's a really crazy looking one. So anyways, I find that you're going to find a lot of these Star Wars stuff out there. For the most part, it's not going to be in package, but I want to let you guys know that this stuff is out there to definitely take a look for it. As we can see, someone sold the whole collection here. You're going to find a lot of these loose. Finding them in the package is going to be few and far between. There's also this master set here. You can find this every once in a while. And this one went for $150. It comes with a bunch of little figures. This thing's huge. It's not hard to ship, but it's going to be a pretty crazy thing to ship. Well, anyways, there you have it. That is Micro Machines in a nutshell. It's funny that it says in a nutshell because it's literally like you put it in a nutshell. There's actually videos of them in nutshells. But anyways, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. I hope you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane. If you remember Micro Machines, please leave a comment below if you had these or not. Please click the like button if you enjoyed these videos. Also, if you guys have any ideas for toys from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and you want it to be on Toys R Us Tuesday, please leave a comment below. We're going to probably do a Know Your Stuff video on Micro Machines, as there's a little bit more to know about this whole thing. And if you want to see that Know Your Stuff video on Micro Machines, definitely click the like button and leave a comment below. That'll let me know that you guys are actually looking for information on micro machines. Anyways, ToysRus Tuesday. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.